One day, I had a dream that I want to share with you because it gives you a glimpse of what could happen in the future of money. If this scenario, or any part of it, comes true, you'd better be prepared and have some XRP in your wallet. Today's video will be delving into the presence of XRP alongside elite institutions, the calls for a new global currency, and the implications of a shift in the monetary system. So, stick with me till the end to find out more. If this sounds like something of much interest to you, be sure to check out this new video starting now. Hello everyone and welcome to our channel, where we talk about the latest updates on XRP and the cryptocurrency world in general. If this is your first time watching one of our videos, we happily send you a special welcome. We invite you to hit on the notification bell so you never miss another video. We are announcing that this channel has a giveaway of 200 XRP. To stand the chance of participating, all you have to do is simply subscribe to the channel, like this video and comment with the hashtag XRP, and the winner will be announced on the 31st of January. The year is 2030, and the global financial landscape has undergone a profound transformation. The US dollar, once dominant and the cornerstone of global trade and finance for decades, had gradually lost its luster, replaced by a new digital currency, XRP. Retail investors can no longer buy XRP on the open market. Those who own XRP are the lucky ones, as they earn life-changing passive income from the financial institutions where they have stacked their XRP. This remarkable transition had been driven by a convergence of factors, including the inherent limitations of fiat currencies, the rise of blockchain technology, and the growing demand for a more efficient, borderless financial system. The seeds of XRP's success were sown in the early 2010s when a group of Silicon Valley entrepreneurs launched the Ripple platform, a revolutionary technology designed to facilitate seamless cross-border payments. The platform's native token, XRP, quickly attracted the interest of financial institutions and businesses looking to streamline their international transactions. Its speed, security, and low transaction costs have made it a compelling alternative to traditional payment methods, which are often slow, costly, and error-prone. As adoption of XRP has accelerated, so has its recognition as a viable contender for the title of global reserve currency. Unlike fiat currencies, which are subject to the whims of central banks and governments, XRP is decentralized and borderless. Its value is determined by market forces rather than political agendas, guaranteeing its long-term stability and viability. Traditional financial institutions, initially resistant to the idea of a digital currency, gradually embraced XRP, recognizing its potential to revolutionize the global economy. Governments too began to recognize the benefits of a more efficient and transparent financial system, and many began to explore the possibility of adopting XRP as their official reserve currency. International trade flourished, as companies could now send and receive payments across borders with unprecedented speed and efficiency. Remittances, a lifeline for millions of people around the world, have become cheaper, faster, and safer. The financial system has become more transparent, with transactions being traceable and verifiable, reducing the risk of fraud and corruption. The energy-intensive process of mining cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin has largely been eliminated, as XRP has been created and distributed via a consensus-based algorithm. This move towards a more sustainable financial system is welcome in a world increasingly concerned about climate change. The need for international cooperation to regulate and manage the new monetary system became increasingly apparent. Governments and financial institutions engaged in discussions to establish frameworks for using XRP, guaranteeing its stability and preventing its exploitation for illicit purposes. Some argued that a decentralized currency such as XRP lacked the necessary controls to prevent financial instability. Others were concerned about the possibility of XRP being used for money laundering or other illicit activities. Despite these concerns, the benefits of XRP outweighed the risks. Its ability to facilitate efficient and transparent cross-border payments, its environmental sustainability, and its decentralized nature made it a compelling choice for the new global monetary standard. In 2035, the International Monetary Fund, IMF, officially recognized XRP as the new global reserve currency. This historic decision marked a turning point in global finance, ushering in a new era of economic interconnection and prosperity. The adoption of XRP had revolutionized the global financial system, making it more efficient, transparent, and sustainable for the benefit of all. XRP is by far the world's most valuable asset. Now to our argument for the day. Can BTC or XRP supplant the USD as global reserve currency? Please do not forget to subscribe to our channel and also hit that notification bell to be the first person to get more updates about the latest happenings as regards to XRP. For the past several decades, the US dollar has enjoyed the status of the world's reserve currency. While not an official title in the strictest sense, the greenback's dominance has all but cemented it as the global standard setter of value. Yet in recent times, there's been more and more talk of other currencies taking the dollar's role in this capacity. However, according to many, the next global reserve currency could come not from central banks, but rather the crypto market. This isn't a belief that is propagated solely by those in the crypto sphere. Rather, several key US officials have minced little words when it came to crypto's ability to overtake the global reserve system. The latest among them has been Congressman Brad Sherman, who spoke about what he views as a clear threat to the US dollar's status. Although his comments came during a congressional hearing about Facebook's Libra, Sherman instead focused on cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, going as far as to say is that their ultimate purpose is to become the world's primary means of value. In an interview with CNBC from May 2018, St. Louis Fed President James Bullard also acknowledged that there is a growing interest in displacing the greenback as the global reserve currency, while also leaving open the possibility that Bitcoin could be its successor. Others, like Coinfield CEO Bob Rass, think that Ripple is a more viable alternative and that a shift is already taking place. Rass told NewsLogical that XRP is ideally positioned for this role, as it was always envisioned as a bank-integrated global payments system. With the development of the XRP ledger, Rass thinks Ripple's team is ushering in a new financial ecosystem, one that is built on cryptocurrencies rather than fiat. Critics of XRP as the global reserve currency point to its liability due to being issued by a single private company and not a sovereign government. On the other hand, volatility is cited as the primary setback preventing Bitcoin from assuming this role. Yet the latter argument ignores a very conspicuous issue: the Bitcoin market is approaching a turning point where all of the available Bitcoin will have been mined. This point is of particular importance, as Bitcoin was created as a fixed supply cryptocurrency to prevent monetary crises that come as a result of free-floating fiat. The parallels between a fully mined Bitcoin market and a US dollar tethered to the gold standard are in plain sight, although BTC would offer far more than just stability in this role. So, is XRP a world reserve currency? Yes. XRP is perfectly positioned to serve as a world reserve currency. It can be held in significant quantities to provide liquidity for foreign exchange reserves, international transactions and investments, and all other uses throughout a global economy. Is XRP a safe haven currency? It is often considered a hard currency or safe haven currency. People who live in a country that issues a reserve currency can purchase imports and borrow across borders more cheaply than people in other nations, because they do not need to exchange their currency to do so. XRP is perfectly positioned to serve as a world reserve currency. How much is 100 billion XRP worth? Setting aside the fact that some of these XRP have been burned or lost, 100 billion XRP at a $10,000 value per XRP would provide $1 quadrillion in total value. This is enough to easily account for the $244 trillion global debt, Bloomberg, as well as $88 trillion global GDP. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this in the comments section. Make sure you like the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, you can help enlighten others just like you have been enlightened by sharing this video to as many people as possible. Let's get this news everywhere, guys. If you are a true cryptocurrency fan, don't miss any of our content. See you tomorrow to talk about the latest news that concerns us all as a community.